Hi guys, today I wanted to show you how to make one of my favourite Vietnamese dishes, bún chả. Basically it's a dish made up of grilled pork belly, grilled pork patties, served in a dipping sauce alongside stacks and stacks of Asian herbs and rice noodles. First things first, the hero of the dish, the pork belly. I have 500 grams of pork belly here. I mince this myself. You can buy pre-minced from the supermarket, that's perfectly okay. This is my 500 grams of pork belly. We're going to slice this quite thinly. I got the butcher to remove the rind for me, but you can do that yourself also. So I'm cutting it into about 1 centimetre thick slices, nice and thin. Okay, that's dangerously thin. Okay, so now that I've finished slicing the pork belly, I'm going to put it in this bowl here and we can get on to making the marinades. So we need 2 large golden shallots, chopped. Shallots of flavour. Now for 6 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped also. You should always have fresh garlic in your pantry. None of that jar stuff. Plus it smells good on your fingies. Just keep chopping till it's quite fine but still a little bit rough. Okay, now that that's done, pop that in the bowl also. And we can move on. About 2 or 3 green shallots. Remove these ends and we'll use from about here to here. Quite thinly. And into the bowl. So in with our chopped ingredients, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of dark soy, obviously much richer than the light soy. 2 tablespoons of honey. Both this and the sugar help the pork and the pork strips caramelize on the barbecue. And last but not least, 4 tablespoons of your stankiest fish sauce. So now that we've got all of the ingredients in here for the marinade, I'm going to give it a bit of a stir. Get our pork belly. And I'm going to put half in with the mince and half in with the strips. Voila. I'm going to give them a mix with my hands. Why not? And the mince. There it goes. And I'm going to leave that to marinate while we get onto our dipping sauce. So while we're here at the chopping board, I'm going to prepare some of the ingredients we need for our dipping sauce. Firstly, the carrot. We're going to cut it into pretty little flowers. I'm going to firstly peel it. When I was traveling through Vietnam, we stayed with an old little Vietnamese lady and she showed me how to do these. She spoke no English and I spoke no Vietnamese, so it was quite funny and interesting. So take off the ends and halve it. Okay, I'm not a pro at this yet, so no judging. So from one side we're going to come down and then meet it on the other side. So you're pretty much removing like a triangle shape from the carrot. Oh, there it goes. So uneven. We'll roll with it. Okay, thin slices and into the bowl. So in with the carrot, we're going to put some green papaya. So this is just unripened pawpaw. They're coming more and more readily available these days. So if you can't find them at your supermarket, look for them in any Asian grocer. So I'm going to remove the skin. They're delicious in Asian salads and things like that. I'm going to use one of these snazzy shredders that I have. If you don't have one of these, feel free to use just to slice the pawpaw into thin slices. But You'll see this is pretty awesome. Now that we're finished with that, we can head over to the stove. For the dipping sauce, we need 500 mils of water, 100 mils of fish sauce, and the same quantity of white sugar, and 50 mils of rice wine vinegar. We're going to cook this on the stove until the sugar starts to dissolve, and once that happens, we're right to add in 50 mils of lime juice. It's hard to believe, but certain fish sauces taste better than others. I found the fish sauce that I needed to use in this recipe. I made my boyfriend do a few fish sauce taste tests. Now that the sugar's dissolved, I'm going to add the lime juice, and I'm going to take it off the heat. Give it a bit of a stir. And before you serve it, you should always taste it to make sure it's nothing less than delicious. Okay, that tastes pretty good. Remember, you can keep adding your fish sauce, your caster sugar, or the lime juice until you find that perfect balance of flavors. Now that the dipping sauce is done, we can head outside and start grilling the pork. So now it's time to char grill the pork belly. I set up a charcoal barbecue here, and it's been light for about an hour, and it's really nice and hot now. I'm gonna grill on my little grilling rack that I got from Chinatown. It was about $10, so really cheap. And I'm gonna open it up and lay my pork belly down. So I'm gonna, because I've got a tray under my rack, I'm gonna pour the rest of this marinade on top. And lock it in. And place it over the charcoal. So it should take about 2 to 4 minutes on each side. Just depends on the heat of your barbecue. And all those nice sugars and the honey and the fat will all start to bubble away and caramelize. Okay, that looks delicious and char grilled. If you don't have one of these racks, you could do it on your barbecue or on a grill plate on your stovetop. Now that that's done, bring it over here. Be careful, it's very hot. And just remove all the pork belly. Now it's the mince's turn. So we're going to roll them into small patties, about yay big. Try and keep them the same size and same thickness so they cook at the exact same rate. And I did spray this with a little bit of olive oil before I put the pork belly and the patties on again, just so that they don't stick when I open it up to remove them. Back on the barbecue. We're nearly there. Well, they look good, that's the main thing. Don't worry about taste. So I think they're about ready. They're nice and golden brown. I'm gonna take them off. So now that they're done, we can head in and we can start assembling the dish. So to finish off the dish, I've cooked some rice noodles. They're easy peasy, just follow the instructions on the packet. And I've got some delicious fresh herbs here. Thai basil, Vietnamese mint, coriander. I've got some oak lettuce and some bean sprouts just to add crunch to the dish. Okay, cool, let's go eat.